Armored Core lore, land crabs. Mass-produced machines of war who were sold to the foes of their creators. These are land crabs. History. Much like many arms forts in the history of the Lynx War, land crabs are said to have been produced during the time of the forming of the League, a few years after the fall of Rayleonard and the final battle between Anatolia's Mercenary and the Erythea. Produced by Global Armaments, who quickly learned how to build them faster and cheaper than many other arms forts produced by the other corporations. These arms forts are best known for how they use their multi-legged crab-like form for battle or crossing difficult terrain, and being able to carry a fair amount of normals within their storage base. With 8 front legs and 4 rear legs, these are used by the arms fort to move over a number of terrains including wetlands, snow and sand, with each leg having 2 continuous tracks on their tips, which are protected by armor on its side, front and back. These keep the crab moving and can be seen working should a next get between the legs of this arms fort. It should also be noted here that compared to other arms forts, the land crab is one of the smallest land-based ones, as the arms fort to take the title of the smallest belongs to the jets seen in the mission Defend at Tyria Cranium. Nevertheless, their size is also what made them very popular, as they could be used in a range of missions where other arms forts could not go due to the terrain or space, and no great loss should they fall in battle. The other feature of the land crab that made it very popular, apart from its cheapness and size, included the storage base for normals. There are 4 in total, 2 on each side of the arms fort, which when taking the mission Attack Unknown Arms Fort into account, they can only fit 2 normals inside them. This gives the land crab a combat crew of its own to defend it, but the maximum number would be 8 normals in total. Along with this, the land crab has 6 vertical missile pods located on platforms on its side, 1 near its top which houses 2 missile pods, and 1 just below that houses another one. It's also stated by sources that the land crab comes with machine guns. However, while studying them myself, I found no such weapon on an active land crab. But this aside, the basic model of the land crab contains all this, along with 4 high-caliber cannons, which makes sense, seeing as the mind behind it is the ballistic-focused GA. Yet how hard can these hit? To test the power of these cannons, I took 2 unmodified necks, the GAN-01 Sunshine and the Latona, and made them targets. The results for this test show that single shots from these cannons do between 1,240 to 1,400 points of damage to the GAN-01 Sunshine, and between 1,549 to 1,699 on the Latona model next. Still, this is not the only model a Lynx will see of the land crab. As stated, these arms forts were sold to other corporations, like the Interior Union and Algebra. Though Algebra is more than happy to use the standard models in battle, the Interior Union would modify their purchased land crabs to, instead of having high caliber cannons, they have installed 4 multi-laser turrets that are capable of rapid fire, thanks to the large cooling devices installed on the left and right of the turret. The Union also repaints their land crabs to the corporation's colour, silver. As for the damage test, again using the same necks as targets, the GAN-01 Sunshine would take between 1,846 to 1,996 points of damage from a single shot, while the Latona would take between 1,033 to 1,080 points of damage. There is also the Sol Dias model of the land crab, used by Taurus. However, the only change here is swapping the cannons for 4 autonomous Sol Dias cannons, which can function even after the land crab that holds them has been destroyed. The damage test here had the GAN-01 Sunshine take between 12,347 to 13,027 points of damage from a single Sol Dias shot, while the Latona managed to hang on a little longer, only taking between 5,378 to 6,903 points of damage. So these are the models we see the land crab has, yet a Lynx in total will only ever see 6 of these arms forts in action. 3 out of the 6 are GA models, or the basic model of the land crab, on the missions Attack on Richland and Ambush on Sphere Invasion Forces. Another 2 will be Interior Union models in the mission Rescue the GA Transport Unit, and finally an upgraded model from Taurus with Sol Dias cannons, instead of the ballistic cannons or lasers in the mission Defeat Unknown Arms Fort. In truth, there is speculation whether Taurus stole or brought this arms fort, as at the time of the mission, GA claims to not know about the upgrades, but they can tell straight who sent it. It has already been shown in the mission Attack on Richland that these arm forts can be commandeered, and after some testing myself with the next, if a Lynx is able to take out the cannons, the missile pods, and the normals of the land crab, the only thing stopping this would be the crew inside. Still, there is an issue with the actual number of these arms forts in operation, as in the mission Defeat Unknown Next, the foe will admit to have taken down Armsfoot, which we can speculate could have been land crabs due to their last appearance here. Still, even with all these questions, the truth is the land crab is not widely seen by Strait, and the only other information we get on these small Armsfoot comes from the book Armored Core: A New Order of Nexts. In it states these Armsfoot cannot perform the full-scale maintenance required on normals. As such, these Armsfoot are only suitable for short-term deployment. But here is the end of what we know about these forts. Small but still able to take out a Next, corporations so taken with them that they would lean more on these than Next for total control over their military power, and that the land crab would be the only Armsfoot to be stolen during the Lynx War period. This ends the report on the Armsforts known as land crabs.